finally addressing the elephant in the room. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the cat's out of the bag. I'm a part of the C9 coaching staff. Very important details to highlight here. So, Dom, Inero was decided to leave the team, right? Coming into summer, and I know from Dom that he was an important part of the team, right? And when you move into a summer split, and that's the last split that you have to play in the year, and it's a very important one, you gotta bring people in that you trust. And obviously, me and Dom have a relationship that goes very far back. We talk about the game all the time. We stay in touch. He reached out to me, said, "Yo, I would like you to join the team." Obviously, you have in a situation, ideally, I say from the get-go, I told him right away. I was like, "Yo, there's a lot of things in life. I've made promises. I always told my fiance, is like, yo, this is the last project. Don't worry, you'll have a lot of time from me." I've been saying that for the last 6 years. I told her Casey would be my last team because obviously competing takes a big toll on everyone around you. I love competing. I love competing. It's my passion and drive, but it comes at the great cost of everything else because there's no other way to do it. And in the end, I was like, oh, this is not something that I can do, Dom, And then eventually, Dom and Jack, they piece it together to find a way for me to still be involved and included. I will be working remotely, which obviously I agree is not super optimal, but I will work to help Dom as much as possible, taking up the reins of course, being the head coach of the team. I offer him a lot of experience in that background, right? And there's a lot of things that he will have to manage, a big challenge for Dom, and I'll do everything in my power to support him. I will watch the scrims when I can and support the players individually as much as I can too. But this is on top of me continuing the co-streams. For example, now I'm co-streaming MSI. I'll be co-streaming, the major regions, and that of course will be a big priority for me still. I didn't want to give up the channel. I couldn't move out to LA, and this was not something that I could do in life. But Dom and Jack compromised super well for me to still be involved in the project that I'm super excited about. If I was at any other point in my life, I would instantly just pack my bags and just fly out to North America and to C9, because I'm very, very picky with the project that I want to work with, and working with Dom is like a dream, It's like if the first time I lift a major region trophy would be with Dom, like that would be the perfect way for me to just end my career, right? With that being said, I'll be working remotely. I'll be working, to support Dom as much as possible. The co-streams will continue, and I will be the assistant to Dom. He's taking up a very, very big role, and I'll help him as much as possible with my experience, and hopefully we can conquer some of the issues that C9 have gone through. A lot of people asked, it's like, yo, Yamato, Yamato was so harsh on C9. Isn't it awkward? It's like, these guys are professionals, These guys are professionals, and, there is a layer of theatrics as well that is added, to commentary, because we're trying to be entertaining, we're trying to make it fun for ourselves and for the people that watch, and I'm sure the guys are aware of that too. And the thing is, I can justify the things that I say. I think it's important to be able to be honest, and I do think that there were a lot of things about C9 that was disappointing in the playoffs in spring, in the playoffs in winter. These are things that are disappointing because you expect more. You expect more. C9 came off of a perfect regular split, of course, in spring, and in playoffs, we expected more. I expected more. And I do think that even though I had harsh words towards some of the players, I always also outlined it, with Zven as recent as last year, in that spring finals, they went to 5 games. I thought he was the best player in the lobby, and that was like FlyQuest when they're in really good shape, C9 at their peak, and the distance from Zven's biggest performances is not far, APA as well, when in terms of side laning, was one of the best ones post MSI on Team Liquid and so forth. These are players that have very, very high potential. Just the mission of trying to piece it together. because there's no reason to mince words. The spring playoffs performance was extremely disappointing. It was very, very bad. But disappointing because you believe that it's possible to do more. I think also, on top of that, getting Arrow in, I think is also a really big plus. The fact that they managed to get Arrow between splits is amazing. Obviously, Arrow was on FlyQuest for the longest time. He was on FlyQuest. This is just a bot lane specialist, which is really good. I think that's going to be super nice for Zven and Vulcan to have someone dedicated to that role. And now we have there's a very, very nice spread here now in the squad, But it was funny to read comments like, yo, why is Dom coaching this team? It's like, Dom has been on the team for 1.5 years. Vega's been on the team for, I don't know, the last 6 years. People are surprised, This was pretty hilarious. And then on top of that, the addition of Tactical and Loki, I think it's also super exciting. Jack and C9 are making a massive push here to shore up some of the weaknesses that they showcase throughout the year. To, of course, make it to the World Championship and do some damage, and hopefully also put the work in to win the split. I repeat, obviously, in an ideal situation, I move out to North America, and in person, that's where I'm the most effective. But that's just something I couldn't offer right now. And I'm happy that we could find a compromise for me to still stay involved. So my stream will continue as per usual. Hopefully we get LEC co-streaming rights. I'm co-streaming Messiah now. We're going to co-stream. So everything will continue. I'm excited about that, to continue working on the channel, because I did feel like we're doing well this year, of course. And my role on the team will be an advisory role, assistant coach role, which wouldn't be like 100% full-time. It would be similar to what Dom did in his first year on C9, where I try to attend as much scrims as possible. I will watch all the scrims and give feedback, maybe after the fact, and there will a lot of things to read when they wake up because of time zone differences. And then maybe when it comes to playoffs, I'll fly out and support the team in person. I'm hoping to offer a fresh perspective. It's very easy when you work within a team to build your house of cards, in a sense. You have rules that you set for yourself and certain things that are hiding in plain sight. And I think offering a fresh perspective and giving someone input from the outside, from Dom's position, having a person like me, someone with experience and someone with a good eye for the game, to actually just give an opinion from outside can be very, very helpful. Because sometimes some things can be right in front of you and you can be blind to it. It's a good way to challenge your beliefs on a daily basis. Will you co-stream LCS? It depends. We will see how we are going to execute on the day, what Dom and the squad is expecting from me. But I do think that I will co-stream our LCS games. I think that makes sense. Because during that, I won't be able to support, and I will just give feedback via Discord, and maybe I'll go AFK for 10 minutes and then come back. Hope they're paying you well. It isn't like a full-time position, I am an advisor, and I'm very, very happy with the compensation. Very awkward thing to talk about, but I'm happy, I get to continue doing what I'm doing with the co-streams and my own stream and the YouTube channel and the podcasts, which makes it so I'm not super impacted on that front. And I get to, support Dom as much as possible. So even though in a perfect scenario, I would be with the team in person, this is just something I couldn't offer and piece together at the time. So I'll be working remote, and then maybe in the future I will join the team. Maybe not, who knows, and we'll see. I'm just not at a point in my life where I can sacrifice some of the things around me that people around me have sacrificed too much. I was very sad at first, because first I was like, yo, Dom, I'm sorry, I can't do this, He came to me, he's like, yo, I need a homie that I can trust. And I told him, yeah, sorry, man, I can't piece it together. I really, really wanted to make it work. And then they came back to me, he's like, yo, let's make it work either way, like join the team and let's do a trial, see how much you can do, see how much you can't do, and we'll figure it out from there, no problem. And I'm excited, very excited. This was a win-win situation, for me. So I'm very happy. Is this a blow for you since you're now NA Blood? I'm NA Blood now because I coach one split in North America. It's fun, right? Because now I have coached in North America, in LEC, and in LCK. So that's cool. I remember some people asked, "Is Yo, Mauro, will you ever coach NA?" I said, "No, that's not gonna happen." And then I don't know. That's why it's so weird. It's like I was technically retired, but I never said I was retired because you never know who is going to pull you back in. You never know what's going to pull you back in. You never know what's going on in life. You never know what opportunity might arrive. So it's definitely hard to predict what your situation will be. I had no idea. You know, when I talked to Dom about working together at the beginning of the year, and then we couldn't piece it together, and then Kato called me up. And Kato called me up. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do the Los Otones thing," you know. And I have been Mr. Worldwide this year. It's like this has been a busy year, you know. I thought it's funny because I thought, okay, this is a year when I'm gonna calm and do less work. I looked my fiance in the eye and said, "Elena, I'll have more free time." And first Los Otones, then Witchcraft, then Warcraft 3 tournament, then Age of Empires tournament, and then during all that, I played regional qualifiers in Riftbound, and now I am on C9. So the paranoia of esports and streaming, thinking that the opportunities will not come and you'll have to, you know, think to yourself, it's like, oh, I need to get to studying, I need to figure out a way to, you know, find a different job or whatever because the faucet will end. I think that paranoia has helped me stay alive. Definitely. The paranoia has helped me stay alive. But if you have any questions or anything about you know, C9 and this, if there's enough questions in the comment section, I will also answer, maybe make another video. But I can answer questions as well in of course the YouTube comments, because this will of course be posted on YouTube. But to round it off, super excited. I think the team has high potential. I think that the team has the potential to win. There's obviously flaws with the team, and I'll do everything I can to support Dom. Either way, I think it's going to be, you know, a fun journey. It will be an exploration to see how effective I can be working online. That's going to be new for me, but I will hopefully give Dom the tools, you know, for him to deal with any issues that he's facing. And I have full faith in Dom. I know he's one of the most driven people that I know, and there's not a lot of people I would be assistant coach for, and Dom is one of the homies, definitely.